What do you need to know when buying PPE and safety equipment? PPE and safety equipment helps businesses to operate safely across multiple industry sectors and is a common sight in workplaces from construction sites to manufacturing facilities to warehouses. As well as protecting people, the right safety equipment can help people to look good, feel good, and help businesses to thrive. In contrast, substandard products can compromise both worker safety and a business's reputation. It is often assumed that if products look like PPE and safety equipment and are marketed as such, they will provide the protection that's needed. However, mounting evidence shows that this is not always the case, and the use of ineffective PPE and safety equipment that puts people at risk of injury or worse is on the rise. Special care must therefore be taken when sourcing these products. What are the challenges when buying PPE and safety equipment?
Since 1994, BSIF has been working to promote high standards among PPE and safety equipment vendors. But we know that anyone can sell safety, and of course thousands do. But being able to determine whether the products you are buying are coming from a competent, compliant and trustworthy supplier and that they will perform as promised can be a challenge.
If you're providing an employee with a mask, for example, you need to know the product is performing as it claims. Otherwise, it may not provide adequate levels of protection, potentially leaving your workforce exposed. Under PPE legislation, there is an obligation for everyone who buys personal protective equipment to ensure it is suitable and fit for purpose, yet many employers are unsure how to fulfil this responsibility. It can be very difficult to tell the difference between non-compliant products and legitimate products, and with surveillance resources stretched in the UK, substandard products are finding their way onto the market. The BSIF have been tackling this problem for many years, but it was even more apparent during the pandemic. At this time, many of those with little or no experience of specifying PPE were trying to source products under pressure, which helped to open the floodgates to a deluge of non-compliant and even counterfeit PPE. Substandard PPE and safety equipment is an issue we deal with at the BSIF day in and day out. In the period of June 2021 to May 2022, we sourced, assessed and tested 160 products outside of BSIF membership, 144 of which either didn't pass the testing or did not have compliant markings or supporting documentation. This represented an 89% failure rate.
As the UK's foremost authority on PPE and safety equipment, we're often the first port of call for specifiers and end users looking for advice on procurement. During the COVID-19 crisis, we were inundated with buyers looking for help and guidance on how to source compliant products. However, even before the pandemic, as supply chains became more regulated, we all saw increasing scrutiny surrounding the quality of PPE and safety equipment, with many buyers raising real concerns about product sourcing.
How can you be confident PPE and safety equipment you buy is compliant and from a competent, capable supplier?
Thankfully, there is a simple solution, which is to specify that your supplier holds the BSIF shield, showing that they are a registered safety supplier. Specifying or selecting a registered safety supplier will give you confidence that they will only sell certified PPE. They will meet the obligations and responsibilities required by the PPE regulations, and they submit their products for additional independent performance testing. They educate their public-facing staff in the BSIF Safe Supply qualification. They maintain a quality policy, and they hold all the necessary qualifications and authorisation for service provision. Further, being part of a BSIF, a registered supplier commits that they will always trade honestly and ethically.
With a purchase as important as PPE, it's not just about ensuring products are certified and compliant. Substandard, poor quality products can compromise both worker safety and an organisation's reputation. When specifying a registered safety supplier, you will be choosing from industry-leading organisations who have committed to going beyond the requirements of the PPE regulation. Without the correct PPE, many people would not be suitably protected and could not do their jobs. As a minimum, products must meet relevant standards and provide the protection claimed by the manufacturer. As businesses increasingly recognise the benefits of putting people first, investing in the right PPE and safety equipment is about more than compliance. Providing suitably specified products can have a positive impact on everything, from attracting a diverse workforce to improving worker morale and business performance. For example, an innovative supplier may be able to provide you with correctly specified PPE that not only suits the hazards faced, but is also designed with worker comfort and suitability for all those who may need to use it.
If you are a business or organisation in the UK that is buying PPE and safety equipment, we urge you to check your supplier as BSIF registered. BSIF audited suppliers are compliant, competent and trustworthy. Select appropriate certified approved products. Registered safety suppliers can support the product selection process through their competence, capability and knowledge. Protect your people, your most precious asset, and help your business to thrive. Always look for the shield and only ever use a registered safety supplier when you are buying PPE and safety equipment.
Check, select, protect.